Got my cowboy hat in the background, kind of perfect for this. This is this episode 3 and 4 Yellowstone review. I'm kind of starting to just do combo reviews right now. It used to be every week last season, but with everything going on, I'm just too drained and too busy, and I'm probably watching these shows not live as they're aired. I'm recording them and not getting home until like 1 in the morning and watching them, so I don't really stay up to review as the night it comes on. But I'm gonna try to be better about that. But in this last 2 episodes, I kind of noticed Jamie's been kind of vacant, like he hasn't been around, so therefore like his situation with his girlfriend isn't really, there's not that much going on right there. But Bethan kind of made a reveal of the fact it was really emotional that she can't have kids, and her and Rip kind of had like this emotional moment where he was very supportive and very cool about that. And then he went to Butte, Montana, which, you know, Butte, Montana, I know about like the back of my hand. So when him and the other like lead cowboy on the ranch went and bought a bunch of cows from this auction, and I know for a fact that there's no place like that in Butte, Montana. And I do know that this show isn't really filmed in Yellowstone, it's filmed in Utah where they do the Sundance Festival, so they're all probably just like right there in the same little area, claiming they're somewhere else, obviously. But I do appreciate how they kind of all the different towns and stuff, they kind of represent them in a good way too. And so Jamie hasn't been in this episode at all, and the governor is working with John to try to save Montana and their ranch, because all those city slickers are trying to build a big airport, like buy them off of their ranch and build an airport, which is totally BS. I would never like want that to happen. Take over a God-made land and just city slicker it. Like, no, that wouldn't fly with me either. And they're fighting them like crazy, which is really, really good. Now Casey and his family and John still all at the camp, and they wake up one day and the governor actually came to John and was gonna warn him about what was happening with the airport and all that, and they made plans on how to fight it, and she stayed with him. And then the next morning, John and Casey came out of their separate tents and was talking about breakfast, and like both of their ladies were telling them to come back in bed, and that was just like a hilarious moment. And on the way back from Butte, all the guys and Rip kind of interact with these trespassers, were bikers from California, and they were asked them to leave, give them that, and then it ends up being this big brawl. And I guess later they told John what happened, and John met them when they came back later that night to screw up that land, and John hilariously made them dig their own graves and scared the shit out of them, but then like let them go, but told them to stay in California. Montana doesn't want you here, stay in California. And if you haven't watched that particular part yet, I highly recommend it. It is hilarious. I almost rolled off my bed laughing so hard. And that is pretty much my review on these last 2 episodes. Nothing major happened except for Jamie's gonna end up being like the go work for the governor, and Casey's gonna take over his office for the livestock main boss guy, and that's about it. That's the beautiful land. amazing characters, amazing actors playing the characters, and I love the show to death. If you haven't watched Yellowstone yet, I highly recommend it, but definitely recommend it from watching it from the beginning. There's 3 seasons so far. Watch Yellowstone.